epidemic is out of control.
How's everybody doing? My name is Alan Robertson. Today I thought I would talk to everybody about what you can do if the Halloween candy that was left over, or even just your binge of Halloween candy the other day has gotten to you, what you can do about it. We're going to talk about all sorts of other stuff, but I also did want to say that we will do a full Q&A where people can join the live today and everything like that for a short period of time. So if you've got something to say, you can say it. I'm not necessarily going to bring everybody that wants to come online if everybody all of a sudden decides they want to. But what I can say is that I will do my very best to answer some questions if you want to come online. But first things first, I really just kind of wanted to make sure that everybody understood, if you are craving sweets after eating a bunch of sweets, that is just biology, and it should actually be something that helps you determine that if you should maybe ignore these things, I just think that we as a society need to get to a certain stage quickly, especially when it comes to sugar, because sugar is the addictive substance that we market to children. Generationally, we are addicting people to this drug because it does produce a dopamine effect in your brain. It's wild that we don't classify it the way it is, of course we don't, because the sugar industry is enormous. The sugar industry actually receives $5 billion of taxpayer money because they're hurting so bad, apparently. So my thoughts are we should just try to avoid it as much as possible. If you binge on a bunch of candy, or if the Halloween candy left in your house is just screaming your name, first of all, I would say get rid of it. Just get it out of the house. Because very frankly, you're going to eat it if it's in your house. Why is it even in your house? That's not food. That's a food-like substance that has addictive properties. And I'm not saying it's not like I don't ever eat candy, or my wife doesn't bake me a cake occasionally, or anything like that. What I am saying is to just have it lounging around if you hear it calling to you. If it is the food noise sitting on your shoulder saying, go to the cabinet and go get more candy, you should not have it in your house. We have this huge reluctance in America for people to admit that they're addicted to sugar or ultra-processed foods. But look around, and that's what's happening. When you go, the next time any of you go through a checkout line at any grocer, look at what's being purchased, and then look at the person. It's very clear, what is going on. Look what is being purchased, and then look at the person, and you will see what the differences are. Sugar is America's most easily accessible drug. Yes, and it's accessible by children too, which is a huge part of the problem we have in our society. We just don't want to accept it. What is super crazy is that the recovery circles, Alcoholics Anonymous and Narcotics Anonymous specifically, eating sweets is actually encouraged as a way to handle cravings for the other substances. All it is a transfer addiction. That's what it is, and it's very bad policy for them to. That's like suggesting to quit sugar if somebody starts smoking. We just need to get them away from the addictive substances. Is what is the main part of what it is. If you are still having trouble, I highly suggest wake up first thing in the morning, hydrate your ass off. Hydrate. Fill your stomach with fluid when you in the first portion of the day. I did eat today early because we have a delicacy going on in the house right now. We have kimchi, mung bean noodles, and marinated eggs, Asian marinated eggs, just delicious. So I had it a little earlier. But I just think that people need to grasp that we're at a stage now where, if you're just addicted to this stuff, if it's just calling you, you've got to take different steps. We've just got to start realizing that holidays that are built around candy maybe shouldn't be. I see no reason why we wouldn't have pumpkin stuff at Halloween because the jack-o'-lanterns. But for it to have just gotten to be this very consumerism type thing of, eat the candy, eat the candy, eat the candy, eat the candy, eat the candy. I'm just wondering how we got here. I know how, because it's propaganda. It's what they pretend that sugary drinks and sugar is not a problem. It is wild how people will both know that sugar is bad for people and also just shove it in their kids' faces. So we've just got to get past that. My transfer addiction from that was Oreos. Many people have we have so many clients that have come to us that are sugar addicts that were also have some sort of alcoholism going on with many people. I agree. All of the holidays have just been bastardized. All of them. You know, the only one that I truly even really like anymore is Thanksgiving, and that's just because we get together with my son, we cook a bunch of food, we play some video games, we talk. We don't even watch football really, so because I'm not a football watcher, I'd rather be doing shit than watching other dudes do shit. But you know, the basic steps: wake up, 20 to 30 ounces of water right off the bat, then coffee. That's right now you're 55 ounces in, about 40 to 55 ounces in. So you should feel pretty satiated. A little bit more water throughout the course of your midday. You can get to 100 ounces by your midday. If you get to 100 ounces of fluid by your midday, and you know you're an average sized person, which in America means you're about 170 to 200 pounds, and that's fucking crazy. It's sad that the average woman weighs over 170 pounds in America. That is fucking pathetic. That's obese, by the way. 170 plus pounds for the average height female of 5'3.5" inches tall, with a waist circumference that puts them at a 0.601 waist to height ratio. Obese. The average woman in America is obese. The average male is very, very close because they have a 0.599999 waist to height ratio, and these are numbers from 2018. It's gotten worse. And I see, by the way, a lot of bullshit. People are like, oh, Ozempic is putting such a dent that the candy companies. Shut the fuck up. I'm sorry, but like, besides the internet, do you see anybody slimming down? Besides what is pushed to you by these companies of like, oh, I've lost 450 pounds on Ozempic. Oh, I've lost 120 pounds. Like, there are people that have done it, right? There are people like me that have done it without it. A lot of people like me that have done it without it. They're making it seem like it's the only way to lose weight, one. And two, they're very, very, very much promoting the very, very, very rare success stories, by the way. And you know how they're rare? They're rare because the average person after 4 years loses 10% of their body mass on these drugs. The average, and that's their data. So if you start as a 200-pound woman, after 4 years, you've spent $60,000 in insurance money, and you now weigh 180 pounds. You're still morbidly obese. And you have all the side effects, and I'm sure that they're going to come out at some point in time and say how deleterious these things were to the actual human body. But let's just be real, right? No matter what people are saying, like, oh, the obesity epidemic is, you know, the candy companies and food companies are having they're struggling because of so many people on Ozempic. Bullshit. Bull fucking shit. That is all a goddamn lie. That is what they want you to fucking believe. Because if you go out into the general public right now, everybody fat as fuck. Everybody. Fat as fuck. Like, completely fat as fuck. And I will argue that the social media entities are starting to push for the whole fat acceptance, body positivity, fat phobia, fucking bullshit, motherfucking bullshit again. Like, it is, I'm getting sent videos every single day of these fucking crazy women talking about like how it's steeped in colonialism and racism, that if you don't like fat people, you're just a bigot, and to not want to fuck a fat person means you're a horrible person who should never be spoken to ever again. Like, it's fucking insane here, right? Like, how dare you judge somebody by the size of their body? I'm sorry, but I can judge a lot by the size of your fucking body. By your body composition, I can tell you what your history looks like at the very fucking least. I may not be able to tell you exactly how you function on a day-to-day basis right motherfucking now, but I can tell you what the history of behavior is. The history of behavior for a morbidly obese person is that you have historically and consistently over a great period of time gluttoned yourself. That's the history of you. If you're morbidly obese, your history is absolutely you face fucking yourself with food. That is your history. It is not a deniable history. It is not deniable that you are unhealthy if you're morbidly obese. You may be getting healthier. You may be in the act of losing weight, which is what you would need to get healthier. Healthy at every size, lunatics. So you may be in the act of getting healthier. However, you are not fucking healthy because you're morbidly obese. And morbid obesity is 100% of the time unhealthy for you. 100% of the time. I'm not talking about obesity where like on the BMI scale, blah, 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 blah. Shut the fuck up. Go by waist to height ratio anyway. Even more of you would register as obese, and you are unfucking healthy. Period. Show me a person with a BMI of 35 and up that has a healthy waist to height ratio. I will show you an unhealthy person. Because while there may be anomalous people, or people that use exogenous hormones to get themselves to be a BMI of 35 and have a healthy waist to height ratio, I can guarantee you they're not a healthy person. Because one, they're carrying too much motherfucking weight on them. And two, what they needed to do to be lean at that size is not healthy to begin with. Like, as a person that takes testosterone weekly for TRT, if you use too much of it, it's unhealthy too. Using the proper amount to keep your levels normalized, extremely healthy. Actually shown to increase longevity to a great degree and increase health span to an incredible degree. But trust on this. I mean, like, if you are morbidly obese right now, you are unhealthy. This is why you should get it to the point where you don't. Everybody's like, well, you're saying. I have had people literally tell me, you're saying that they don't even deserve a treat. No, they don't. And it's not a treat if it hurts you. Do alcoholics deserve to have a shot of whiskey every now and then? Just live a little, right? Would you say that to an alcoholic? Would you come up to your friend who's an alcoholic and be like, yo, man, we're having a party. And I know you are 12 years on the wagon and shit like that, but, live a little. Let's have a shot. Even though you know that alcohol will destroy this person's motherfucking life. As a newsflash, sugar is destroying a lot of fucking people's lives. A lot. And they're mentally ill and in denial. And we are not helping these people at all, one more time, by lying to their fucking faces. If you have a fat friend in your life and you have not told them that they should lose weight because you love them as a friend and you want them to be around a long time, you're kind of a shitty person yourself. But let's be real. If you have told your fat friend to live a little, to not worry about it, you're fine just the way you are in fact either an ignorant or fucking stupid motherfucker. I don't even understand how we've gotten to this stage in society where we're looking around and thinking that any of this is motherfucking normal. I have no idea how anybody thinks any of this is fucking normal. Fucking 350-pound 14-year-olds, get the fuck out of here. The parents should be arrested for abuse. People that don't work, that get government assistance, are morbidly obese. That should never fucking happen. Ever. Ever, ever. All of this is just insane. Yeah, all the shelves are empty from Halloween candy, so people are still gluttoning themselves. Abso-fucking-lutely. Not being mean, but almost every addict I know, whether alcohol or drugs, then substitutes food and gained astronomical after being sober. It's crazy how you can exchange one addiction for another. It is something we combat with our clients all the time. Which, by the way, if you are having a hard time, if the Halloween candy has got you, and you know you need to make a change, here is our coaching special for right now. Please take us up on this offer. Daily communication, weekly video conferences. But I also wanted to do this. Anybody can join right now. Anybody. You can join me, ask questions about whatever you want. You can ask questions in the chat too, but anybody can join me and ask me questions. The only caveat is it has to be the camera on you. I will not do the whole anonymous fucking bullshit thing. I won't. Absolutely not. But if you want to have a conversation with me, let's go. You can join right here. And I will do this for another 15, 20 minutes. So everybody join if you want to join. I keep seeing though, I just keep seeing people try to pretend that we're still good. Like, well, Ozempic's here to save everybody. It's not making the impact people think it's making. I see people just getting fatter and fatter and fatter. I do not see any of this going down anywhere. I just don't. And to me, that's a problem. Like we're very, very, very much having issues in society, frankly, that need to be addressed. Because if they are not addressed relatively soon, we're already over the tipping point. I've talked about this for years. Look around at some of these people. What do you think their life is going to be like in 10 years from now? Right? What do you think it's going to be like? Oh, this is a good point too, by the way. Ozempic's only impact is on insurance getting more expensive and premiums going up. Absolutely. Be ready for America to spend $7 trillion on healthcare next year. Because we're spending like 5.3 to 5.8 this year. But as a total burden, it's going to be close to 7 trillion. They have just used the committee of Novo Nordisk's employees, basically, to determine that we are now going to designate 70% of the population in America as obese. That was not done to be realistic, because that has already been the factor. As I've said for years, and once again, I fucking told you so. If we use waist to height ratio, the obesity epidemic was always way worse than what it fucking was. I have said that for a long goddamn time. But the reason why they're doing this classification is because they get to sell more drugs, because more people will qualify. Being listed as obese, they'll get to be able to qualify for these drugs. That's why it's happening. We are not going to medicate ourselves out of a lifestyle condition. Like, you are not going to medicate yourself out of lifestyle infringement, basically. You're just not. Fucking crazy. So Alan, what do you see coming next? I know you saw the weight loss injections coming way before they became mainstream. Well, I mean, obviously they're going to make it over into a pill. Then people will start getting very liver they'll have liver toxicity, because pills do that. But also, I do see that a bunch of people that are having these side effects, like, it will die down. These drugs are not the game changer that people think they are. They're not. For some people, great. I would argue that if you don't have a plan to get off of them, it's not a long-term plan. But what's coming next? Very realistically, they're just going to push super hard. They're going to push super hard to tell every fat person that it's not their fault. And that's 70% of the population now is obese, according to them. They're going to tell them it's not their fault, it's genetic, and that the only way out of it, they're going to be like, fuck exercise, fuck nutrition, you need this drug. I'm telling you. That is the only thing. And the lemmings that buy it because I listen to my doctor. Your doctor is not qualified to treat metabolic disorder. Your doctor is normally not qualified to treat obesity, because obesity is a lifestyle fucking condition. It is a condition of your fucking choices, and that's where it's at. In my state, the state sponsored insurance chose to now cover weight loss drugs, and the new premium is 2 times higher this year. Of course, wait till next year. Wait till fucking next year. Not only that, but here's the thing: we're over the tipping point. Does anybody think that these 30 and 40, a 40-year-old 500-pound person who has been fucking over 300 pounds since they were teenagers? First of all, they're out of their health span. A 40-year-old person that is 400 fucking plus pounds, their health span's been over. They might be able to recover some of it, but it's been over a long time. They are very seriously impeded mobility-wise. A 400-pound person of average height is almost immobile. And even if they can move, it is very, very seriously impaired. That is not health. That you are not healthy. If I can look at you and know that you cannot walk well, of course you are unhealthy. And 300-pound people of average height do not walk well. We know you're unhealthy. It's this insane. We have things like this. Watch the insanity of this.
Okay, so we're going to make companies stop producing food that's purposely... The obesity epidemic is out of control!
It absolutely is. And imagine being this fucking person that has 25 chins trying to say it's not.
Okay, so we're going to make companies stop producing food that's purposely addictive, right? No.
While I agree that we should do that, you don't have to fucking eat them. You don't have to. And you know what? We should expect you not to. If you cannot eat them in regulation, if you get addicted to them, we should expect you to deal with that addiction. Like, I am all for getting the fucking crap food out of the stores. But if it's there, guess what? It doesn't affect me. You know why? Because I don't eat that shit. Because I choose not to fucking eat that shit. This is you saying like, oh, well, we're fat because it's not our fault. And you're a fucking liar.
Those fatties need to learn self-control, okay?
They do. 100%. You do. And especially you, it seems like.
So we're going to address food deserts and access to fresh foods, right?
Which does not affect you literally at all. Food deserts affect extremely few people. Definitely nobody in the fucking city, which is where the majority of obesity is, by the way. And I can very much fucking tell you that food deserts is still a matter of choice because you can get beans and rice fucking anywhere. 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 But, you know, of course, it's like we need to, but what about the food deserts? That doesn't affect very clearly. With 70% of the population obese, there's not many fucking deserts.
No, in fact, we're going to take food stamps away just before the holidays.
That is not the same thing. That is not the same thing. She was talking about food deserts, and then she's talking about SNAP benefits. Not the same thing at all, whatsoever. A food desert is where you don't have a store within a certain amount of like range. Excuse me. Within a certain amount of range that has food for you, like healthy food for you. That has nothing to do with SNAP at all, whatsoever.
That'll make those fatties lose weight. Oh, okay. Well, how about at the
Pretty much admitting that fat people run.
very least that we make places more walkable so that fat people can walk around more? No.
People, what are you talking about? Like, go for a fucking walk. Go touch some fucking grass. If there's a sidewalk, it's walkable. What do you mean make it more walkable?
They should work out at home. I don't want to see that in public.
And you can work out at home. And you can go for walks just about fucking anywhere.
It sounds like you're not really interested in fixing the obesity epidemic. It sounds like you just want to punish people out of existence. What if...
No, we want to hold you absolutely responsible for your fucking actions. Here's how we adjust the obesity epidemic. We make people like you responsible for what they fucking put in their goddamn mouth. It's like she's openly admitting she knows what's unhealthy, but she's going to fucking eat it anyway. If you're morbidly obese and you're worried about the price of healthy food, cut what you fucking eat in half calorie-wise and use that money to buy healthy fucking food with. It's mind-numbing. It's mind-numbing how we can't fucking see this shit. I don't even fucking
makes
understand.
it so that I don't have to see them in public anymore. I know. What about a PR campaign that says...
Well, I mean... You don't actually see fat people in public that much except for at Walmart, to be honest. Like, you don't, like, at the gym, somewhat. But if it's like out hiking, no, you don't see them, really. Shocking. Beans are easy to grow, and pole beans and navy beans dry on the vine. Exactly, so do pigeon peas. Which might be your pole bean, by the way. These wackies always act as if some people are like being denied access, but like it's wild how they're being denied access, but yet they're fat. I don't get it. I really don't. I don't understand. Fucking insanity, right? All right. So again, one more time. Here's where you can get our coaching. I'm going to call it a day. Here's where you can get our coaching. Please do take us up on these offers if you are having trouble with the Halloween aspect. If you realize that the holidays are going to get away from you already, we can help you. Daily communication, weekly video conferences. We focus on satiation, satisfaction, appropriate fitness level activity. So please do check it out. My name is Alan Roberts. I might be back later. I might not. I don't know, but we'll see. Goddamn.